Hello everybody, I'm /MVC. Welcome back to Quasimorph. We're in the middle of the action. Now, I meditated upon this scenario for a bit, and I had some really deep philosophical thoughts about it. Like, I was thinking, either I really don't know how dire my situation is, or I think it's more dire than it really is. Now, which is it? Until I opened my map. This is something I didn't think to do in the middle of the action before, and as we can see, the situation is actually tremendously more dire on the surface than I had even guessed. You see, somehow, this infiltration team was able to get up onto this platform where I thought we had a limited number of mercenaries. No. There's a whole string of infiltration team members who are about to pour through that door. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. and I've got a Quasimorph in my face. I've got a Quasimorph at the end of the hallway behind me. And the other infiltration team appears to be able to access this room also. The whole level's connected, and they're all headed straight toward me. This is tremendously dire. However, I may have spotted my salvation. Just to think about this rationally, if I take 2 steps back, I'm exposed to this doorway. They've placed this barrier, which is nice to hide behind for purposes of blocking bullets. They placed it in such a way that it is fully exposed to the doorway. So thanks for that. Now we know by looking at the map, Jane is tracking the infiltration team, and they're in a string all the way down this hallway here. Okay, let's look this way. Right past the Quasimorph, we've got this guy here. Now, he is the lead guy, and so they usually send in these knife wielders before the rest of the mass. And we know behind him there's a whole bunch of them, probably several with advanced weaponry. But look right behind the guy. Right to the left of the indicator, there is a fire barrel. Okay, so now this tells me that we have a chance. I think my only chance is not to back up. Yes, I think that's correct. I need to get out of run mode. I need to use my health kit, and that will use up 1 move of my walk mode. Wait. Yes, that's correct. And then the Quasimorph will hit me, probably. But you know what? He may finish phasing. We take out the Quasimorph, we shoot the barrel, and then cross this room, hopefully finding cover. This is my plan. Let's put it into action. The first thing I need to do is I want to stop these guys from pouring in behind me, right? And then maybe they'll get distracted by the other Quasimorph. I don't know. We may not get out of this. I don't think it's feasible for me to run back down this hallway, in other words, because by the time I get to, say, this point right here, the whole infiltration team will be shooting at my back, and it's at least 2 full moves back to the door, exit run mode to get back to the elevator. Probably not feasible. I think forward is the only option here. So what I can do is, I'm going to tell it that I intend to leave run mode on the next turn. That way we'll get access to our inventory. I'm going to go ahead and throw one of these stun grenades over here. And hopefully delay the infiltration team. I don't want to risk hitting myself with it, so I'm going to throw it in this corner right here. Yeah. So that was to be expected. Now, the Quasimorph is Servus Minorum, still phasing, so that's kind of lucky for us in a way. The next thing I need to do is go ahead and make sure that we're getting and using. I can use everything in my inventory in 1 turn, or I can use one thing in 1 turn. I'm going to try to lower the Quasimorphosis effect a bit and heal myself. This is going to give me some regeneration, and I think it's the only regeneration that I'm going to get. Yes, well, wait a minute. We've got the Tranexum. We'll go ahead and eat one of those. The only thing I have, except for the cryopental, which you don't actually need. It increases healing chance, it says. Increases healing chance. Okay, just eat it. Okay. That used one of our turns right there. Now, we need to reload the Hunter RX, I think. Because it's the only thing that's going to work on the Quasimorph. Now, we get one round in it. Or we take out this Merc. Well, we better take out this Merc first. Okay. The Quasimorph has finished phasing. We now have a fracture wound. Lovely. The stun grenade has gone off. Next question. Wait, I have a pierce weapon that's loaded. Yes, I need to switch to that. That used up one of our movement points in walk mode, but it is what it is. Make sure that we've got full auto fire mode engaged and hopefully clear out this Quasimorph. Okay, this is good. Now somebody shot at my back, or that was probably a nail of pain coming from the other group. Next thing, it would be nice to get out of this hallway. I could go back into run mode. These guys should be stunned for at least one more turn. I don't see anybody in the doorway. But I did hear a nail go past me, so it was either one of these guys or one of these guys. Let's go back into run mode. I don't need to get into my inventory for a minute. And let's try to hit this barrel. Okay, that was lucky. Now let's try to kill this guy, and then we'll move toward getting into the room. Okay, that's good. Now, I get one more move, and I'm going to try to get out of the hallway. Okay. Great. What's behind me? Alright, we got a knife wielder coming in behind. Okay, that's fine. Now, I do have a place to hide behind the fire over here. So I'm going to... I don't think I can even cop a reload. We probably don't have spare ammo for this gun. Okay, so we switch to the Gavok pistol, cop a reload, and we get 1, 2, 3 moves. I'm going to move 2. Have we seen anybody? No. 2. Oh, this is probably damaging our health, but 3. Okay, that guy is shooting at the Quasimorph, I'm pretty sure. Now, oh, here we go. This guy here, he's going to try to go around the fire that's been created. Now, we can't really shoot at him because he's standing behind all of these blockades. I need to get a nice defensive position of my own to hide behind, so I'm going to take this one right here. And I get a not very clear shot at him. Let's just use 1 round of ammo and hope for a lucky shot. No dice. He's also having trouble reaching us. And we should assess our health, which is what? Self-healing contusion, and we've got a vision range negative, sensor puncture, health per turn -3, untreated. Okay, we're going to have to leave run mode. We're going to have to treat that again, or we're going to wish we had. So can I treat it with plastic? Okay, then let's do that. Can I treat you and treat you? Oh no, I can't treat that with plastic because I need rags, actually, and I haven't been carrying those. So the other solution is to use the health pack. And go ahead and eat this. It's probably not going to help. And eat this, it's probably not going to help. But you know what? It is what it is. Now, this gun is out of ammo, and we don't have more. So while we're in our inventory, I might as well put that there and see if we're going to get a chance to reload the Hunter RX. He's going to go ahead and waste some of that ammo, and that is fine with me. I may waste a little ammo of my own. The fire's dying out. Let's see how we're doing. Oh no, we're not doing good. There's so many of them. Alright, that's fine. It'd be nice if I was right there. That if they would come straight up the middle, I think I could hurt them badly, because as they came right around this corner. This guy's the exception. And I've got one more stun grenade. Now let's look at the Gavok situation. Is we've got 25, 26 Gavok. We've got a whole lot of the other ammo. I think it would behoove me to start reloading this gun. So what I can do is reload 2 rounds and fire 1, right? So let's put it on single fire mode. We'll pull 2 reloads and 1 fire. Okay, it's just whoever gets lucky here. We reload 2 rounds and fire 1. Okay, no good. That's okay. We reload 2 rounds and fire 1. How's this guy doing? He's down to 5 HP, but yeah, he'll die on his own in 2 turns. And he's very slow, so we should be able to ignore him. So I'm going to reload 2 rounds. Oh, I only need to reload 1. It's fine. I don't think I'll ever hit this guy, but I might. It could happen. This guy should be dead on the next round. Let's look. He's got 2 HP left. He's losing 3 per turn. He only gets to take 1 more step. Reload and fire down here. Reload. Okay, that's fine. Now the other part of the infiltration team is coming in from up here. I don't see these guys. Yeah, no, they're slowly getting closer. And what about how many of them? Okay, there's only 3 left to the north here. We may be able to escape to the north after all with these barriers here in the way. So let's take down this guy right here. Oh dear, yes. I should have expected that. It could work in my favor. What if I crouch? Yeah, that way the Quasimorph thinks of me as a less target and I'm not attacking him, right? I'm gonna pass another turn. Okay, the Quasimorph has blocked the northern exit. This guy has decided to advance. I'm sure that it's because he's out of ammo. Now my shot is no longer blocked. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him. Okay, that's interesting. I have now shot the wall out of the way. Okay, that's almost fine then. So behind the lead operator is another one with a knife. This is actually a pretty good gallery, and we've got 1 stun grenade left. With a little luck, we're getting through this one. Yes. Now the ones with the guns will be here shortly. Ooh. Oh dear. Yeah, oh, that's not good. Okay, so we've summoned a Magnus Servus. How many more guys? The whole infiltration team is right here. How the hell do I get out of this situation then? He's gonna phase for 1 turn. Then I run for the door. It's my only option. And we can reload as we go. Okay, and we got another Quasimorph running at us. Has this guy been injured at all? Yeah, he has. That's good. That's good news. So, he's not phasing. Let's take him down. Hit him with his own weaponry. Okay. Try to get a reload as we run. Okay. Lucky enough, I don't know how this guy died, which, by the way, that doesn't look good, whatever the hell that is. This guy is ignoring us because he got shot at from guys down here. What is this thing? Triarius. A sedentary Quasimorph that is extremely hard to kill. The nightmarish creation of the surreal hell of Dugar. What? Extremely hard to kill, you say? But what is it like? Is it it's phasing. It has a quasimorphic head, a carapace. It has a basement. It has mechanisms, a stomach, and mechanisms. It looks like the mechanisms are blades. Ooh. What? It's a whirling blade trap? Alright, this is our key to victory right here. Let's check the map. Alright, all infiltrators here are dead. They have been killed by Quasimorphs. All of these operators might be killed. It could happen. This guy's ignoring us. We may be able to make our escape. So let's cop a reload as we run. By the way, my wound's healed. Oh dear. Okay, we've got another Magnus Service. Is he wounded? This one is not wounded. I wonder if I crouch, if he would run by me. And I don't know the answer to that question. So he's very slow. If he moves here, he's attacking us. If he moves here, he's not. Would be one theory. One which I do not wish to test. So let's, I don't want to hit the corner. What if I move down one to here? That gives me a view of the hallway, which I may or may not want to have, but it also spaces me out one. Okay, let's just shoot from here. 2 round burst. And how's he doing? Okay, that did okay. They just shoot him with this. Yes, I know you're upset. He's down to 39 HP. I get 3 shots, though. Okay, he wasn't able to attack me because the shock damage has taken over. One of these mercs died and another Quasimorph has replaced him, so the spinning blade Quasi is going to do the work down there. Now, how long will this guy be shocked, I wonder? He's down to 10 HP, and it's saying that he's got running is unavailable. He's losing health per turn and stuff. I may be able to ignore him. And I'm actually going to try to do so, because I think I've got at least a round. So I'm going to go around him. And the hallway may be clear. So let's move up. Okay. That's alright, we took a hit. Chest bone fractures, HP per moves. Okay, that's a very quick way to die then, right there. Okay, he didn't stay frozen for long, unfortunately. He's down to 6 HP though. He's gonna die if I ignore him. So I'm gonna leave run mode because we're gonna have to get back access to that medical kit. I'm gonna try to make it to this point. I said I'm gonna leave run mode. He should be dead in 1 turn, that's correct. Okay. See nothing at the end of this hallway, let's move up. Okay, he's died. We just keep getting our head spun around. So now, I still, for some reason, have no access to my... And there we go! All infiltration teams have died. The Quasimorphs have done all of the work, and now we're going to be chased by every one of them that's in that room, because there's no more distractions. So, we've got to make sure that we've got HP, or regeneration flowing in. So let's use... Eat. Eat. Okay, that's the best we can do for ourselves. And then return to run mode. Hopefully get back to the elevator. So this is all we can do right now. Let's move it. Let's look at our map here. Yeah, look, the dead bodies. All the dead bodies. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 to this point here. We probably don't have time to stop and grab stuff. Let's look back. I don't see Quasis. I have no idea what happened in this hallway. We'll check maybe that package on the way out. But it is not smart to hesitate at this point. We're in plenum. Okay, what's plenum? That's echo lapse chance 40%. Damage 140%. Damage resistance +5. Health 140% with high aggression. Next phase at 700. Okay. Let's move 3 more squares. 1, 2, what happened? We've spotted another mercenary. No, no. Alright, another Magnus Service has emerged. So, I get 3 more moves. That puts me here. I get the door open, and then he comes out of Echo Labs. Yeah, we can't stop to examine any of the bodies to loot. We've got to move it. Is there another guy? No, okay. Here. Okay. There's an oppressor and another oppressor behind the Quasimorph. I've got to take a step. Oh no, I can't do that because... Minor Quasimorph, servant of his dark masters. He's very slow, but he'll be beside me on the next turn. Alright, I want to leave run mode so that I can take 1 step forward and open the door. Alright, everyone is right on top of me. Alright, Jane, I need an evacuation, like a very emergent evacuation. Now we get 1, 2, 3 moves. 2, 3. Look here, we're being chased all the way to the elevator. Oh, I've got to leave run mode. Open the elevator. Alright, they're engaged in hand-to-hand combat outside the hallway. Jane, get me out of here. Mission complete. Ancom is forced to look for another way to learn about the plans of Franche-Comte. P.S. We have already received our reward, but it seems that events around this station are only gaining momentum. Got another data miner and some ammunition as a reward. Let's unload this stuff. We'll look at our total loots. I'll pull the guns off later. It's easier not to hit the sort button if you want to know what you actually came out of there with. So the divider we returned, we got 3 empty bottles. I got 2 complete sets of lunar armor plus some lunar weapons. Pretty good. And then our crafting ingredients made it back. Our reward was 2 stacks of ammo, looks like, maybe 3. And the contents of our inventory at the end, which weren't a lot, but a little bit of calories and a quasimorphic crystal. The end. Wow. Okay, finish mission. That was extremely harrowing. Now, we've got no more activity here. Or no more missions, and I don't have a scanner. Look at this. Plato Academy, Ancom is selling these breastplates. I can tell Ancom is collaborating with these quasimorphs right away. They're producing quasimorphic crystals, by the way. So yeah, we're entering that phase. What we need is the scanner technology upgrades, but I don't see them here in orbit of Fuller. Look at the system map. Looks like the moon has a couple that revolve around, or has one that revolves around Ancom. Oh yes, the one I don't want to do. Alright, we're not going to do that one for sure. Okay. The next thing then is going to be to investigate. Let's look at our production zone here. Oh no, I do have the vodka recipe. My bad. We need to produce as much of that as possible. But I've only got 3 glass bottles. This is our holdup. We should open the liquor case that I brought home, however. Let's start production on 2 bottles of vodka? Okay, I can only produce 2 at a time, I think. Yes. Let's get vodka in production. We're going to have to limit quasimorphosis considerably more than that. And to get more liquor and more bottles, I'm pretty sure I had, yeah, right here, alcohol package. Let's move it to the relevant cargo hold. How many bottles do we have here? Like 3 vodka and 2, 4, 6, 7 of the other thing. I ask because when I open this, disassemble that. Okay, great. We got a couple more ancient cognac, another bottle of vodka. We also got another bottle of clan traditions, another ancient cognac. All right, good. That's a nice liquor collection, but as we drink the vodka, we get the bottles back. That's going to help us a lot. Speaking of that, Before we wrap up the episode, I'm just going to do a short 30-minute episode today, I think. Last couple back, we ran a little long. Oh, well, we can look at, oh, I didn't come out of here with a bladed weapon, unfortunately. Yeah, I was hoping to get one of those lunar axes or whatever. Anyway, I think we're going to get a, somebody in the terror pack or the other thing wearing all this moon chainmail and stuff. Be a pretty good mercenary. But what I was actually going to do is I read about this. Yeah, here we go. So we got a toolbox. So these are listed as spare parts containers. Now, theoretically, you can trade these, right? And theoretically, you can use some of them for upgrades and stuff. What have I got over here? Okay, that would be a good cargo hold to put them in so we can see what comes out. Let's try opening a medical component container. Let's open a military parts container. Yes, I know that's a ship upgrade. By the way, we got an emergency case when one of our guys died. We haven't opened that. I want to open the toolbox. Yes, I know that's an upgrade. I want to open the industrial spare parts container. Yeah, I know, it's an upgrade. Okay, I'm going to open one of these drugs packages and the electrical parts spare container. I want to see what comes out. We may get other upgrades out. Weapons case? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Because I'm not going to upgrade my arsenal anytime soon anyway. We were going to be getting some of these in bigger quantities before I worry about it too much. Food container? Yeah, I'll open one of those too. Why not? The trade value on them is low anyway. All right, I just want to see what we can get out of all this stuff that you just leave sitting in the cargo hold for a long time. So here goes the food container. Nothing. Just a little juice and a moo-moo. All right, that goes in cargo hold 5. Okay, let's open the weapons case. Ooh, not bad. Okay, a lot of guns came out of the weapons case. That wasn't like a food container. We've got a legacy heavy machine gun. Cool. HMG is one of the options for the Angels of Spades. So instead of sending him in there with a marksman rifle, I think I'll send him in there with this legacy HMG. Yeah, that'll be better. We also got one of those really nice Mantis M3 submachine guns and some junk, apparently. All right, that goes squared away in cargo hold 2. Oh yeah, next mission, Angel of Spades, heavy machine gun, 100%. All right, what's this? It's an electrical spare parts box. All right, this gave us some of those bare minimum crafting components for making various and sundry repair kits, basically. All right, this is a drugs package. All right, we got the usual suspects, basically. Extramboline, Baronafil, antidotes, morphine, anti-radin. Not bad. I'll be opening these cases for a while, I think. I mean, it's getting that heavy machine gun pretty well enthused me. Here's an industrial spare parts case. Okay, the usual suspects. These are all just basic components. Oh, I'm keeping nails over here. So, oh, that is a spring. We needed the spring. And some of this other crap we can make guns out of, or we can make, I think that'll make a tool, engineer's repair kit. All right, let's open the toolbox. Oh, okay, so we got the nail gun, the MPL shovel, the crusher, and the crowbar. These are all melee weapons. Well, no, that one's not, but these are melee weapons here. Okay. We can open the emergency... Well, I'll open that one last, because I know what's in it. Military parts container. Okay. The whole knife maker melee repair kit came out of that, so that's nice. Wouldn't it be cool if we opened one and item chips came out? That would be crazy. I don't even know if that's possible. And what about the medical components? Okay, it's like the drugs. Basically, we got the same kind of things out of it. So there you go, folks. Now you know what comes in those containers, just in case you're wondering. That leaves the emergency case. Don't sleep on this one. If, on your save file, every time, if your operator dies, and somebody in the comments told me that the operator has to die wearing equipment, then you get an emergency case. It contains a basic armor set and some basic food and medical supplies and even a backpack and a little bit of ammunition. Everything you need to go on your next mission. So don't forget to look for that emergency case. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off on a short episode today because we got things wrapped up and I need to do some preparation, look for a mission, try to outfit an operator and figure out what we're going to do next. That's my plan. We can check the stock exchange on Ancom. They've actually grown stronger in the time that it took us to do that mission. So this is going to be very challenging to take down Ancom, and I would say it's probably going to wind up being a long-term goal that guides our every action. Thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, or at least half as much. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, drop me a comment. I love reading your comments. Take care.